Welcome everyone for another Scrim review. We have two teams this time, Professors versus Deja Vu. Those two teams have qualified for the PCC 6 main event that we're going to have this weekend. Don't forget to tune in on the Prime Championship Circuit Twitch channel to see great matches and find who is going to be the PCC 6 champion. And I've selected that match. I know we already have seen those two teams, but Professor, the number one spot, uncontested so far, and Deja Vu, a team that keep impressing me because it's a new team specifically created for this PCC 6. A lot of those players didn't have any previous competitive experience in Predecessor, and they keep growing at a fast pace. And that's very interesting because also that's a matchup that could happen on the semi-final this Sunday. And so I just wanted to see it. It's a great match. Let's just enjoy. We do have the Professors on the downside with Nitro, Six, Soul Reaper, Crazy Fool, and Survivor. Against Deja Vu with Jay, Goosey, Simba, Mercy, and BKB. So a full roster on both sides. In terms of composition, we do have Decker Twin Blast. So here we kind of snatch the Drongo away to not get the Decker Drongo lane. That is very annoying, but they decided to go for double carry composition with the rest and the Twin Blast. We also get the Zarus into the offlane, and we have a 6 that is in the jungle, so we do have Steel and Decker. So in terms of magical damage, we're a little bit limited, which should allow Mercy on the Rampage and BKB on the Sevrok to be definitely having free reign over the mid game if they itemize in the direction of physical protection. And they do have a Narbash to protect themselves while having a Bellica and a Drongo to be able to delete those carry picks. So overall, I really like the composition on the side of Deja Vu and not so much on the side of Professors, but Professors still have very strong composition in the late game, having the Twin Blast and the rest that scale very well, with the Steel to be good for engage with the Zarus as well, while keeping the Decker in peeling duty for those two characters. It's pretty strong, even though you need a lot to peel for a Rampage plus a Sevrog. Also, a little thing that we can note is that BKB is not going for the Phoenix that game, so it's gonna be something that should be interesting. So let's jump into the match. And to answer Mercy, if I'm going permanently with that schedule, that's on test for the next 2 weeks. But so far, the first day yesterday has been going well. And so if it keeps going well, personally on me working in the morning, it was great. I enjoyed this time frame to work for myself. And in terms of stream numbers, it seems to be working well in the afternoon. So probably that will be the schedule moving forward, Mercy. And so we do have the rest mid against the Bellica, kind of skill-based matchup because it's not a big hitbox. And then we do have the Zarus into the Sevrog. Zarus should be able to apply a lot of pressure early on into the Sevrog. Yeah, I imagine at the North there was some people that were enjoying having the morning with me, but at the same time, it was I think removing a big portion of my community that is in NA. So in a sense, sometimes I have to make some choice, but yeah. And so we do have the Steel jungle facing against the Rampage, so 2 tank in the jungle. I feel like Rampage is more active early on than the Steel will be, both starting red side as we can see. Normal start, which should be interesting and see what they do after that red start. Here we do have the Narbash Drongo, so it's Decker Twin Blast. Decker Twin Blast should have the level 1, but as soon as we get the level 2, they should be pretty okay. They do have the pressure though, because Narbash, you don't get any pressure in lane every time you pick a Narbash. But they should be fine, they just need to not get poked too much. With the Photon Disruptor plus the Vaporize, there is no way they're getting lane control, so they're not gonna get the level 2. Goosey and Jen need to respect that. I feel like they already took a lot of damage for not much of a reason. They really have to respect that because you don't have much to do. We started with Vortex Grenade though to go for a little bit of a poke. And actually they get the level 2 first, which is very surprising. But I guess once again, we start Vortex Grenade and Stasis Bomb. At any point, if they want to get lane control, they can on the Twin Blast Decker lane, but decide to go for poking abilities and not that don't get the level 2 first. It's not that big of a deal, but here they can actually, if they want on the side of Jay and Goosey, kind of push hard that lane and get like a big minion wave while the steal is probably not around, and you can like actually like get some aggression going in the lane that you should never get any aggression. So, and we got the thunk, we got like the boomerang. Here before like that thunk and boomerang, I would have loved that we remove like the two range minion. And we take a little bit of poke. We get the stun. Jay is not really fully respecting that. It's okay to aggress on that timing because they have like a big wave, but Jay need to respect like them aggressing here. It was very, very, very good because they have a big minion wave, which is nice to go for the aggression, but you have to respect the fact that you can get poked by the abilities because your abilities are on cooldown. And so here the damage rate is not done very efficiently, and they lose Jay in the process despite the aggression being correct. And that comes down from the fact that Jay took a little bit too much damage early on, in my opinion. Like they shouldn't take that much damage at the level 1 on the dual lane. And also with the fact that they should kill the range minion priority before they go for the sunk aggression in that situation. We do get like the Bellica rotating very early, trying to get like the pick, but unfortunately nothing happened. So Simba is gonna fall slightly behind because of that. And now we have like a wave that is frozen a little bit, not really like frozen, but it's still like stopped in front of the tower. And Survivor is going to go for the reset, but leaving like one range minion alive, which is very bad. Like he should have gotten like, let this range minion die, so then it was like a fully even lane, and then they would be fine. But keeping like this minion alive, no, that means that Goosey and Jay that is coming back can just like that slow push for their side because they have like one more range minion, and the range minion damage is actually like pretty insane. So what is happening on the other side of the map? We do have an invade onto the blue buff. Mercy was looking around. I guess 6 after getting like his red side decided to go for the blue side. And they're abusing like the... Okay. We got the boulder. We just force a reset because 6 got stunned. And so it's so weird. Like why the blue buff reset? And now we got Nitro. They got the kill. But we have Jay that rotated here. What is that early game? And we got double flash. But now we got like Soul Reaper arriving. And we got another flash, but we got the stun. What is this early game? And now we don't have any flash on Res. That's good damage. But I think Soul Reaper is out, so Res flash is gone. That was like one hell of a weird moment. But Jay like put himself super behind for that. Like he got a kill, but in terms of experience, he's super far behind now. Yeah, I don't know what Drongo is doing mid. So Jay is finally arriving. He's like almost he's 60% of a level down, which is like pretty big. It's 3 kills, but at the same time that makes like this lane like pretty hard to play if you're done in terms of levels.
Allied tower under attack.
And early level is super important in dual lane because now that means that they don't get the level 6 first. So that means that Jay won't have the shrapnel cannon at level 6 when the Decker and the Tulas will get level 6, and so Jay need to play super passive at that timing. And so that offers a huge window on the dual lane to abuse on it. Especially that now also like we got the steal that will get the level 6 first before Jay. And all of that, that means that should be like 3 double kill on the dual lane. And like probably like first Fangtus. If Professor play that correctly and if Deja Vu like don't fully respond to it. But that simple rotation from Jay can generate all that. But 6 should be like farming a little bit more than like trying to go for all those, try to take the advantage. You can see like here we have like some aggression. We're trying to kill Jay a little bit too Aggressive here, Crazy Fool took a lot of damage. Goosey doesn't have anything, but no Mercy is arriving. And Survivor get body block by the big green guy. Maybe we get thunk almost like, and the jump is enough. Do we get the thunk? We got the thunk, but Mercy didn't trust. And we got Bellica. Why the boulder? Should be like a free kill. But we need to kill fast. There you got the kill, well played. We're gonna disengage. Rest is here to cover, but at least he's catching the wave, which is good. And so it's a little bit like, I think, against like an Arash comp, like you try to go for the burst, but if the burst doesn't work out, you just like disengage and don't get, because like here, this window I was talking about, I think like this window is mostly gone now because like they both die on the dual lane and they didn't get like the full wave. So as you can see, we're getting to the level 5, but Jay like kind of get back his whole experience. And so like this whole aggression by professors, in my opinion, like you can go for it, but then you shouldn't overstay because you're still like super far ahead. You crash the wave. You just have to disengage. Don't need to overcommit for it because you still have a very big like timing on your level 6 on your dual lane that will offer you like the first Fangtus of the game. And because like they overstepped their welcome basically, like it cost them like their whole timing. And so now like the big advantage that they got from like Jake going for the kills on the blue side jungle are actually completely nullified because Survivor and Crazy Fool like just like go a little bit too aggressive for not and then get collapsed on.
Allied tower under attack.
And now we can see like in terms of experience, Jay is now ahead, and now like this timing I was talking about is gone. But it's not thanks to Deja Vu, it's actually like Professor making a mistake and not taking the most of like that situation. We do have 6 coming from behind with the level 6 and they go for the aggression. We miss the bull rush, but it doesn't matter. They still like take advantage of the level 6 of 6 right before Jay gets his level 6. If you want to watch here, I think like Jay was very close to the level 6, so we can double check that. You can see like he's like a few creeps away, but he ends up dying. And so that's a good opportunity by them. A bit surprised because I see that there is a ward, so
Allied tower
how did they did not see the steal? Let me watch that again. Yeah, Jay got the... Ooh, maybe the ward is too deep and they don't see it. I don't know. Or maybe they see it, but it's too fast. But yeah. Good gank by 6. That means that Jay, that was like catching up and they had like a double on-net crease. That's interesting. Is it like the new resolution pathway? I don't know. And now we do have Mercy going in onto Nitro. We got the jump. We force the flash. We got the flash. Ramble. One more auto should be enough, and that's a kill. And on top of that, the enemy team got the Fangtus though in the meantime, because they see that Mercy was on the other side. But we do have Goosey. He has his level 6. We get some good damage onto 6. 6 get killed. We got the flash out of Survivor. A Fangtus for 2 kills. I would say it's pretty even in terms of gold and presence on the map, but they have to be careful because now they're chasing Soul Reaper. We do miss the Subjugate, but the Subjugate was still like very well placed. We get the slow from the Peekaboo, we got the flash. Oh no, not like that, BKB.
enemy has fallen.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate. He thought that the Siphon was enough. It wasn't. And so now like they lose 2 for 1. And so like here it's at the advantage of Professor. This overall exchange, I would say 2 for 1. And a Fangtus for the team that got 1 kill. It's actually like at the benefit of the Fangtus team. Crazy Fool is going aggressive. We do have 6 arriving. Force the flash away out of Jay. Jay is keeping the shrapnel cannon, I guess, to dodge the shield slam if the shield slam was going to appear. We do have the Bellica coming from behind, trying to go for the kills onto Survivor. Survivor is 1 HP. They finally find the kill, but no, we have Soul Reaper arriving. But Wusi, Jay, and Simba are pretty healthy thanks to the Narbash, but they have kind of not a lot of mana, and none of their teammates are actually there, so we can see that Wusi is actually like going away. They try to focus like Soul Reaper. The damage is going on Soul Reaper. Jay is pretty low. Soul Reaper like very low on HP, but once again probably gonna survive. But finally Mercy is arriving using the ultimate, but the ultimate is actually like pretty far away. Probably gonna manage to find the kill onto Crazy Fool, and Simba do find the kill into Soul Reaper as well. So in the end it's a 3-4-0 exchange. Very well played by the side of Deja Vu, taking advantage of their mid lane composition, their mid game composition, and actually like bullying the enemy team so far. What is Jay build pass? Like, does any carry in the chat have any idea what Jay is doing here with double on Ed Chris into Claimer? Or maybe he got like the shop bug and he buy the double on Ed Chris and he didn't pay attention. Yeah, I see that when I played yesterday. So I assume it's like the bug and he buy double on Ed Chris and he got like and he didn't pay attention. Yeah, I have to admit that the item shop needs a little bit of work. Also, like, sometimes like it didn't register and now it registered too well. We got a good boulder, like it's very like heavy, like ganks, and the ganks are super fast, it seems. But here we have Mercy jumping, Survivor not realizing, Crazy Fool wasn't there, Gag Grenade into like double stun. There is nothing you can do as a Twin Blast, so...
Allied tower under attack.
But we go for the mini prime, so we do have Simba rotating. Like that's a thing that at least like Professor is doing well. Every time Mercy is somewhere on the side lanes, they do result into a good kill. But that means that Professor is forcing an objective, and now we got the mini prime, so we're 2 objectives up, even though with 6 kills down. But so, and in terms of CS, we're actually like 60 CS down. So yes, we look at the scoreboard, we're 6 kills up, but 6 kills is roughly like 1800 gold overall, and probably like slightly less, I would say like 1600, because some people died multiple times, so the gold decreased. So we have 1600 gold from the kills, but we're 60 CS down. 60 CS down is like 20 gold per CS on average. So that means that you're 1200 gold and you're 2 objectives down. So actually in terms of gold, Professor is ahead here despite the 10-4 scoreline. So this is something you have to be careful when you roam the map a lot and you don't really like be present for objective. It's true, you have 6 kills up, but in terms of actual gold, you're actually behind. So we do have the Mutilator being finished from Nitro. We got the Warrior Crest that is going to be finished. Probably looking towards the Ice Kern Talon, I would assume, to help the team. In the meantime, we have Mercy that is farming his blue side jungle, so I don't expect any action being happening into this offlane. Let's see what Six decides to do with his current mini prime. He should have the mini prime for a little while longer. And it's like farming time. We do get the Dynamo finish against 2 tank. Could be useful to finish them fast, especially since they have like good, like very good poke with like the res and the TB. We go for a little bit of poke. We go for the catch. Soul Reaper is hovering on the side. They got like the very good gag grenade. Survivor is almost dead. We got like the knock crash bang boom onto the Decker. We tried to save Jay. Jay's 1 HP. Jay dot. Wow, that was like a big flash with ultimate by 6. We do get 2 kills so far. Simba rotating. We got like the combo, but Crazy Fool is at 1 HP, but he ends up dying. And so in the end, it's a 3-4-1. They only lose Jay to kill 3 people, and so that should secure the Fengtus for them. Very good 4v4 fight, good engage on the moment the enemy team is thinking of engaging. And then they got the good follow-up. Jay surviving, 6 whiffing, like it feels like we were watching Wumbo play from yesterday. Like this flash ultimate was Wumbo level of play here. And in the end, like Jay ended up dying anyway, but I feel like we didn't need the shield slam to kill Jay in that situation. If we use the flash, and then you probably get the shield slam for the rest of the team fight, and maybe the team fight can be different. But in the end, 3 kills, only 1 death, and on top of that they secure the Fengtus. So now they're catching up in terms of gold, and we should have like kind of an even game when it comes to gold discrepancy now. So BKB is going back to base. So we got Soul Reaper going away, securing the ping buff. So not this race is actually very dangerous, but he missed the RMB. Not knock has been missed. So suddenly not a lot of poke goes to Mercy. We do have 6 rotating towards the dual lane, trying to get some damage onto Brucey. Brucey trying to survive, first to flash away. The flash is gone. They're still like pretty healthy. In the meantime, they try to apply pressure on the mid lane. They secure the mid lane tower, but probably at the cost of their own tier 1 tower on the dual lane. I don't know how healthy it is, so apparently it's not enough to be able to force it, because now we have the collapse from the Bellica. Mercy has the ultimate. We go for Survivor. Survivor pre-cleansing the rock. The rock missed, but with the cleanse it wouldn't have mattered. Now we have Soul Reaper rotating, and that should like spell disengage. We got the Liberator out of that. Was it a rewind on the... Sometimes when they're too far away, I don't see the rewind. Yeah, it's a rewind. So we got the rewind on Mercy. That's why like Wusi, Simba, and Jay like are working forward to see like look at that fight. I'm not sure like the rewind... we got the shield slam. Good flash from Mercy to survive that situation. And now like a perfect double knockup from the Bellica. To be fair, I'm not sure the rewind on the Rampage is the perfect target here from Professors. Leaving like a Bellica being free to get like a knockup after a team fight has been engaged is always like super scary. I'm not so sure what they're doing here, like going through like the tower like that. Ooh, Soul Reaper missed the flash. They go in and they got the ultimate from Simba. They're super low, they don't have anything. Here, to be fair, I don't like that chase. Like, I'm not a big fan of that chase because it's a free tier 1 tower. And here it's a little bit risky to go for it. And just take the tower. Like, the tower is 800 gold. The kill is like maybe 200, 250 golds. So just take the tower and you're fine. Maybe it's a little bit more than 250 golds because there is the assist and all of that. But I just think like be fully certain there. And then you're fine. You still get the tower, but so it's alright in the end. And but it's only like because like the Soul Reaper missed the flash that in the end it works out for your team. If Soul Reaper doesn't miss the flash, I think you get nothing out of that push, aggressive push, and then you expose yourself a little bit and you lose tempo on the map. I still feel Brandon. Yeah, they got flash and they get the tower, but I feel like here if the rest is still alive and then we got like the Decker and the Twin Blast that arrived when they were that low on mana on everyone, suddenly it could have like gone south. And so I feel like it's a high risk with not that great of a reward to get like normally if everything go well. Like this whole play they done, it's pretty risky in my opinion, Brandon. Well, the only thing you can gain is a flash out of the rest if Professor doesn't make any mistake. So, yeah, in the end it worked out. I still don't agree with the play. So we do have a little bit of grouping up around the mid lane. Maybe trying to go on to Simba. Ooh, we got the stun, we got the combo. Very well executed. He got deleted. That's very, very, very strong. And no, it's gonna be like impossible to defend this tower, or actually like very complicated. They're gonna cost like, they can defend it, but that means that they have to lose a lot of resources for that, and that means that the Zarus should be able to pressure the right side tower. Here, I wonder why. Okay, Nitro doesn't want to take the tower. He doesn't have the mana to stay, but in a sense, he doesn't see BKB. If he wants, he can take the tower if he wants in that situation, I think. Because we see 3 people in mid lane and they kill the 5th one. So only BKB can arrive, and so you had timing to actually deal damage. And interesting, here we see the Berserker Axe on an offlaner Zarus. I think it's the first time I see that. And I wonder like how good it is. Because like Mutilator plus Berserker Axe, you have a little bit of bruiser aspect. Usually it's more augmentation you see in that slot for a Zarus. Which I feel like augmentation would be like slightly better when you're facing against like a Sevrog and a Rampage, when you have like 3 physical damage dealer. But we tried the Berserker Axe. I wonder what is really like the big benefit of Berserker Axe compared to augmentation. We get like the additional advantage when you dash, you have a little bit more damage, but I think augmentation is doing more in that situation overall. But for the rotation towards mid lane, I guess the Berserker Axe can have like some good incentive, because you just like probably walk super fast for the rotation. So we have the third Fangtooth of the game respawning right now. And both teams are looking for it. We have BKB trying to flank from the fog wall. They have the better positioning on the side of Deja Vu, but they do have to be careful because inside the pit it's double cage with a shield slam. But they don't have a lot of AoE to follow up that double cage setup. So, oh, we got the wombo combo by the ultimate, followed by the shield slam, followed by the cage. And we're trying to kill as much as we can, but in terms of damage, only Simba took quite a lot of damage, but we still have Goosey that is pretty healthy, and that's the strength of the Narbash. You will be able to heal people. They kind of slow down the fight. Here Simba is low on HP. BKB and Rampage zoning everyone. Mercy with the mini prime. BKB still like going ham, a little bit too ham maybe with that flash, but we got the stun. Perfect push, cleans shield from Survivor, but then Jay managed to secure the kill. They're gonna collapse on Crazy Fool. They already find 2. It's gonna find 3. Nitro is looking around, but they're too healthy because of that Narbash. And that's the strength of a Narbash against a wombo combo team comp. You just like press the Song of My People, which is the heal, and suddenly like nobody in your team die, and you're actually like fully chilling. On top of that, they added the Sanctification with the Crystal Tier that nullified the whole engage of the side of Professors. And after the engage is done, they don't have that much anymore. Like they have like 2 carries that can like dish out like sustained damage, but we're not in the 25-30 minute mark. So those carry deals damage, but not to the point that they can go through a Rampage that is pretty tanky, Sevrog that is pretty tanky, combined with an Narbash shield on top of that. And so in the end, Deja Vu getting the better end of that engagement. The team fight goes for them, and they secure like 3 kills, 1 death only, and another Fangtooth. Exactly the same scenario as the second Fangtooth. And so now they're like in a good position if we look. They're 12 kills ahead. They're still like 115 CS down. So in terms of CSing, like they're actually like not doing that great of a job. And actually like 115 CS down, it's still like around like 2300 gold. So it's still like pretty substantial, but we got 12 kills up, which is like a lot as well. And now we're getting better in terms of objectives so far. So Deja Vu can have the game, but they have to be careful because it's still like Twin Blast and Res scaling. And this thing means that since we have gone through Silver Bracelet, like Wusi is actually like super duper squishy right now. We got the rock, we got the rewind. Rewind has been expanded for the rock, so overall a good fair exchange. We try to go for the stun, we're chasing Soul Reaper. Surprise, surprise, is on cooldown, but he's too far away. In the meantime, we have a little bit of aggression. Nitro 2 level ahead of BKB though, so that's something that can be a little bit scary. We got the shield slam into the cage. We don't get the stack on Nitro, but we do kill BKB, so that's good. And so like here we have like maybe some experience deficit, but it's because in the jungle we have a 2 level lead, so I guess that comes from there. 1 level lead in the mid, 2 level deficit on the support though. So And so, like I said, I feel like here, Grucy, since he has gone through Silver and Crystal Tier, here I guess he's going... I'm not sure what he's going, but he needs physical armor here. Like if Grucy doesn't have physical armor, it's just gonna disappear in teamfight, and losing their Narbash is actually like pretty bad for Deja Vu in future teamfights, so they need to be careful about that. So we got Unbroken Wheel. Here I wonder what we're going for. Yeah, Goosey is dead. Sanctification, the Decade is being up. Oh, he's still alive. Okay, my mistake. I said Goosey is dead, but he does manage to survive long enough to find 2 in the tomb with it. So actually, like very, very, very good. They do have to be careful though, because they're like 3 against 3. 6 is going back to defend, but actually no, and they ignore BKB. I don't think we should force that off prime, and so they're going like for the trap, which is well played. They just let BKB get the tier 2 tower, which I think is fine. Soul Reaper is here, we're jumping in. 6 is there though, so they have to be careful, because now we get like the one more combo. We do have to the flash away from Jay to get the rewind. The rewind is not good enough, but they have to be careful because Jay is 1 HP. And they get sniped. And now they're chasing. And now they lose like hold priority for all prime. Mercy needs to stay alive, but against like a rest that can just chase you with a steal. I think like the idea to go for a trap is okay, but then they just hesitate a little bit too long. And now like Goosey going back in and they lose 3 people, and that's gonna be the all prime for the enemy team. Ooh, still alive? Okay, I thought Soul Reaper was going to chase that for sure. Okay, so it's not guaranteed R prime anymore. If they got the kill on Goosey, then they can force the R prime if they want. But without Goosey, they can still like Soul Reaper is too low on mana, so I don't think they can. Oh, apparently 6 body blocked Reaper. So yeah, I think 6 is too used to the corpulence of Chimera or Crunch, or this thing is like still is a little bit too beefy. Body blocking allies. But yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. Would have been a kill here. We got the Primal Fangtus respawning, so now we're going to get like double big objective on the map. And that means that the Primal Fangtus is pretty good for Mercy's team, because it's gonna be a triple Fangtus, and triple Fangtus with Narbash, Rampage, Sevrog, like a lot of healing character. It's actually like very, very, very good. Especially also like the added like magical and physical armor like kind of help you against like the burst that this team can dish out on the side of Professor. So that triple Fangtus is actually like very, very strong. But at the same time, if you just trade like Primal for all prime, it makes like your push very, very hard to accomplish. While you have the all prime with a Narbash, like your push becomes very insane. So it's not an easy situation. It's more like gonna be like a kind of a map moment that team needs to get like a little advantage and try to find an entry point to get any objective, while like not getting too far behind when it comes to the setting up of wave. And as we can see, like Deja Vu is slightly better position here because they're slightly ahead, and so like Professor is respecting that. We have Soul Reaper that is on the left side. We do have the Zarus and the Steel that is on the right side. They only have information on the Zarus. They could have tried like to force maybe something in the mid lane on the side of Deja Vu if they wanted, but then that means that they have the risk of losing the inhibitor on the right. Very good poke here, but ooh, BKB is taking a lot of damage. And they got counter engaged. Simba is trying to go in. He do find the picks onto Survivor, but now we do have Crazy Full 6 arriving. They find a double kill with a very nice play in the mid lane. Simba and BKB trying to stay alive. They do lose Simba, but unfortunately BKB still like survive, and the rest, oh, they're going on to the all prime. They can't, it's a 3v3 fight. They can't go on that all prime without any issue. They still have 6 Soul Reaper, Nitro, Jay can disappear. And they do find a pick on BKB. Actually, I think they should have collapsed on mid and tried to go for the fight on mid. Oh, that's not gonna go well, I think. Yeah, we got the ultimate. We got like trying to go for the crash bang boom. We tried to go as much damage. We get the unstoppable and Goosey trying to zone people. I don't know. We still like stay on the R prime instead of fighting that, and we lose the R prime, and we offer the R prime to the enemy team. They have the R prime on 3 people, and in the end they're gonna lose Jay. Ah, that's a bit unfortunate. That's a little bit rough. Like Simba's play in the mid lane with like BKB, like Simba like completely like salvage that play. They end up like finding 2 kills. If the enemy team collapse, I think like BKB survive with the heal from Goosey and the sanctification. Then you have a 4v3 fight while the enemy team like already expanded like quite a lot. You kill like additional people, you force them to disengage, and then you have a much cleaner like all prime situation. But here, like to be fair, I think you like also like then Goosey died because Deja Vu teams decided to focus on the R prime instead of actually like fighting the 3v3 when Goosey have a very strong ultimate. And so like all the damage, like this 3v3 wasn't a 3v3, it was like a 1v3 and then another 1v3 because Deja Vu was just DPSing the R prime. That's a big throw moment because now they also get the primal Fangtooth from that situation because they had priority, and so like the 2 big objective is now in the end of Professors. They only have R prime on 2 people, of course, but still primal Fangtooth probably on all 5. And so it's gonna be like the moment that you need to defend. Okay, Nitro doesn't have it, so it's only on all 4, but still like double push is complicated. And also like once again, Rampage is starting to fall off a little bit. Drongo doesn't scale as strongly as Race and Twin Blast, so they do have to be careful because now like their big strength was the Rampage being able to just like go in the backline and kill everyone and keep everyone at bay, and this big strength is not available anymore. So they will have to find like good team fight situation, but it's not gonna be that simple. Thank you for the sub, Real TJ. Thank you, much appreciated for the support. Thank you, it really means a lot. So here they're grouping up with a 4-1, trying to force something. They tried to go deep here. Crazy Fool took a lot of damage, but they do survive here. Simba trying to go onto Survivor TV. Immediately Mercy following up. We got the flash, but the rewind stopped any aggression. Crazy Fool at 1 HP, still surviving. We do have 6 getting like a lot of damage. And people trying to stay alive. We tried to go for the long range rock, and no, we didn't find any kills. So unfortunately for the side of Deja Vu, not finding any kill in that situation is actually like bad because R prime is gonna regen like people, but actually Crazy Fool and Survivor doesn't have R prime, so they should be fine. They do secure though the mid inhibitor. They have to be careful. It's probably gonna be a disengage. I will try maybe like one more wave on the right side to try to apply some pressure, but that should be like basically it. Soul Reaper poking Simba, missing the knock, so we'll probably have to disengage. We're raining like poke at long distance, trying to get the rock connect on Crazy Fool. We got the jump, we get the kill on Crazy Fool finally. Nitro is coming back. As we can see, like now the Rampage is pretty skishy, even with the Song of My People from the Rampage. And finally it's the moment that the team is going to go for a disengage. And so Deja Vu surviving the double object, like the double big buff, with only losing an inhibitor. And thank you Soul Reaper for the follow, much appreciated also. Thank you for the support. Thanks a lot. So after all that situation settled down, we're now go back to farming. So we're gonna probably have to wait for the R prime to respawn. Primal Fangtooth is respawning after the R prime, so probably like team are going to try to focus around that, keeping wave pressured, spending all the goals that we see that Professor had again on this situation. 6 was the last one to spend gold. In terms of items, we can see we are at 4.5 items, 3 items, full bill on Soul Reaper, 4 items on 6, 4 items on Nitro. On the other side, we're only 3 items and almost 4 items on the carry, but we're behind on Jay compared to Survivor. 3 items on the support. We have gone X-Bound Bracer, so we try to get like some physical armor. and a lot of mana. We're trying to finish Oblivion Crown. Like finishing that Oblivion Crown on Simba will be actually very important for the next fight. And in the meantime, we can see that Professor is going for a very, very aggressive positioning and trying like maybe to find like a pressure on this tier 2 tower. The all 5 players are around. Trying to keep like, I think, pressure up away from the Orb Prime. Trying to get this tier 2 tower. Forcing like Jade to defend like the mid lane because the inhibitor is down. Mercy taking a lot of damage. They do have to be careful. The good thing is that they do have an Arbash, so any skirmishes that just like poke on both sides is at the advantage of the side of Professors. So, and Mercy losing the ultimate. They try to go for a nice Colossal Blow to 2 people. They do find Crazy Fool immediately. BKB is trying to zone everyone, but he needs to be careful because he's not tanky enough, and BKB like zoning a little bit too much. Soul Reaper is 1 HP. He's actually surviving, and that's gonna be like a big problem having Soul Reaper at 1 HP. The Mesmer is back. They can't fight that. Good engage overall with a good Colossal Blow, but unfortunately, then I feel like BKB overstep is welcome, and now we have minion pushing like on the right side. The slow push is making their office, and so that's something I kind of miss here. It's like I think Professor set up a slow push on the right side, and then that's why they were on this tier 2 tower, taking advantage and the attention of the enemy team away from the right side so they can secure like an easy inhibitor by themselves. And now like we see they have to defend the right side, they have to defend mid lane, they have to defend everywhere. And so like Professor is looking to get like the third inhibitor as well. Also like dealing a lot of damage onto Gucci. Gucci is 1 HP. And simply, even without an Orb Prime, just because of a good use of the map, a good slow push on the right side, and then keeping the attention of the enemy team away from it, they just secure like the 2 last inhibitor before the big objective respawn. And so now Professor is in a commanding lead for that situation because they can simply just play it slow if they want, because big minion waves are going to pour into the core, so always someone will have to defend, and that makes it complicated. And you can see that Deja Vu is a little bit desperate. They try to take advantage of the timing of the back from Professor to try to sneak this Orb Prime as fast as they can while they leave Simba defending the base, but it's like a desperate call. Even if they secure the Orb Prime, they're probably gonna lose everyone. They do secure the Orb Prime. Now it's like the fighting time. Zarus has gone in, but they already killed like Jay. They already killed Brucey. Only like Mercy is a matter of seconds for him to die, and then we go for BKB. They do secure the Orb Prime, but at what cost? Simba is coming back. Soul Reaper is 1 HP, but not enough to kill him, unfortunately. He got rewinded. We kill everyone except BKB. BKB, I think, is still like chasing for his life, trying to survive. The Riftwalker like missing, making the Phantom Rush miss. We kill everyone, and that's the victory for Professors. And that's and you can see like that's something I really like about that game, is a team that managed to play the map correctly so they don't need the Orb Prime to finish the game. Here they just like use good use of the slow push on the right side, create pressure on the opposite side, and suddenly like Deja Vu like kind of collapses on their defense. To be fair, Deja Vu got a good engage with like the subjugate into Colossal Blow. The team fight wasn't like perfectly played, but I guess in that moment you're also under pressure because you see your inhibitor getting killed, and so it's not easy to fully focus on the team fight. And Professor get the better end of that engagement, securing multiple inhibitor even without any Orb Prime, and then forcing Deja Vu in a very, very harsh spot, because being 3 inhibitors down when both objectives are up on the map puts your back against the wall. I commend Deja Vu for trying to go for the play, but there has a very, very low chance of working against Professors. Professor was fighting like their team to see both Primal and Orb Prime, and as soon as they know where the enemy team was, they just collapse on it, clean up everyone, and secure the game.